Hi everybody, get ready to play bullshit bingo now. Because this afternoon I'll talk about how to gamify personal data. Gamify sounds state-of-the-art, I would say. I thought it can never be wrong to use the term gamification in 2012. So, when you think about gamification, and really personal information about you and your body. What comes to your mind? You probably heard of it. Let me introduce you to the quantified self. A few years ago, some people started this kind of a movement, also called self-tracking, and they're measuring all kinds of body and health data and so on. And for example, it looks like that. Very creative slogan in this ad of the on-body monitoring system Body Media, My GPS to a Healthier Life. I love it. You maybe know some of the other popular devices in self-tracking, for example, Nike Fuel Band, Nike Plus, or Runtastic, or whatever the names are. And now I would be curious, who of you ever used such a device? Okay, quite a few, maybe the majority. I expected that. So you maybe already know, for all the others who didn't use such a self-tracking device, you'd be surprised how much you burn doing laundry. Another wonderful ad. Here is an example report. This tool tracks calories, activity, number of steps, sleep duration, and so on. And you can set target values and then try to reach that. So, gamification. You can see this person is on a weight loss trend. Great. But if you look at the bottom, sleep duration only 4 hours, 17 minutes, I would say not so good. However, it records everything from sunrise to sunset and beyond. I would say, know your body, change your life is the slogan from Body Media. Self-tracking could be a great chance for individuals. But maybe it could not be only a great chance for individuals like you and me. What if I am a health insurance company and I ask you as my customer, let's gamify our relationship. So use this kind of self-tracking device, meet your targets and lower your premiums. Does that sound good to you? Beware, because I am the health insurance company. I could modify that a bit, and suddenly I change it to. And after that, I write a letter and I say, you didn't fully meet your minimum targets for the last 2 billing periods. Please comply with the contract terms. So, will that be the future? Health insurance companies monitoring their customers all day. You didn't reach your 10,000 steps, so get up and move, you lazy sucker. I didn't believe that myself until I had a look at the website of DIGIFIT, which is the best ranked self-tracking device on QuantifiedSelf.com. If you move to the corporate wellness section, scroll down, you find an interesting offer. Insurers get comprehensive, verifiable data that is both personal and motivational for your members. And if you go change to the website of DIGIFIT competitor Fitbit, and you also go to the corporate wellness section, scroll down, you see a similar offer. Insurers measure progress over time with validated data. So, I don't think they're selling their data, but they're definitely crying, insurance companies, choose us, choose our tool, use our tool. and so on. And this is exactly what kept me busy in the last 2 years. I mean, I knew something about technologies like information retrieval or data mining and so on, but I didn't know so much about selling personal data. And so I permanently tried to imagine future business models in this area and slowly became kind of an expert in the area of personal data business models. Of course, it's not only health data collected today. As you all know, in the digital age, virtually everything we do is recorded, tracked, or monitored in some way, and collected data ends up in big, huge clusters of databases. Technologies like information retrieval or data mining help to find the relevant information in these massive amounts of data. Now, I could preach to you, be a bit more careful with your personal data. Think about what you're posting on social networks. Think twice before turning on GPS on your smartphone. We didn't do that. We said, worried about your privacy, forget it. Switch roles now and find out all the dirty details about your friends, your neighbors, and the rest of the world. Me and a small team from Vienna, we had an idea. And our idea was to gamify personal data business. And we called the result Data Dealer. Data Dealer is a browser game, a social game, and even a Facebook game, and it looks like that. As a data dealer, you've got your database in the center of the screen, what else? And you know some people, got some connects to the underground economy. For example, you know Manny Meyer, who is a private investigator, a bit fucked up, and he knows Nurse Helen. Nurse Helen works in a big hospital. Her salary got lowered. At the same time, she has to work longer now, so she's a bit frustrated, as you can see. So she sells you some data records on her patients, for example, on chronic diseases and so on. If you pay her a few bucks, then you can collect these profiles she delivered to you. This is pretty much Zynga style. As you're harvesting crops in Farmville, you're collecting profiles in Data Dealer. And you can also run some online projects in company, for example, an online dating platform. With this online dating platform, you can collect some interesting details on relationship status, sexual orientation, even political attitude, and so on. And you also can upgrade your dating platform. If you upgrade to premium membership, you get validated names and addresses because your users have to pay. And you should do advertising. Single party is crucial when you're running an online dating platform. And you should set up your team, not only manager, graphic designer, but also psychologists and lawyers are very important here. So as your data empire grows, you run some other projects and companies like loyalty card systems or sweepstakes, personality tests, and so on. And if you now have a look at the database of this data dealer, you can see in the top left, this data dealer has got more than 1 million profiles in his database and quite interesting attributes. For example, not only name, address, and so on, but also interesting attributes like personal files or medical files and so on. And of course, the data dealer can also sell his data. Look at the red wires. For example, he can sell it to insurance companies or to human resource departments of big companies and help them to make better decisions. We've been working on that for the last 2 years, and we've also got a nice Facebook page address. Currently, we're developing the full-featured social game version, and by the way, Data Dealer is a non-profit project, and it's published under Creative Commons CC by SA, like Wikipedia. So, when we were working on the game design, database in the center, Data Dealer collecting all the different stuff from the different companies and so on in one fat database, we thought this is maybe a bit over the top. This is maybe a kind of dystopia we're drafting here. We knew that Google or Facebook, common key examples for companies collecting really big data, they don't do that yet. But after I met a guy at a conference in Vienna where I presented this game in summer, he has been working in a data brokerage industry for many years in leading position in Germany. He said, it's not over the top at all. Everything you invented here, it's already there. And he, for example, came up with a company which obviously collected the world's largest database on consumers. It's called Axiom. Axiom collected information about more than 500 million individuals and up to 1,500 attributes per individual. For example, they collected credit history, driving history, criminal history, residential history, employment history, education history, and so on. Also purchase behavior, voter parties, health interests, and so on. They also run a YouTube channel where they feature really nice marketing videos, and I can't resist to show you a short part of one of these Axiom marketing videos. Pay attention how beautiful they use their X in their name.
The world of information.
YouTube quality.
A way to improve consumer data to levels
now the X rises.
With Infobase X, Axiom has done exactly that. No matter how good your data currently is, imagine it better. Imagine
so, enough. Targeted. Axiom's only one of a couple of major companies in this area. Another one would be LEXIS NEXIS Risk Solutions, also a very nice word. And they've got a similar amount of data on consumers, data records, and they also have an impressive range of offers on their website. They're not only selling data, for example, about problem renters. They're also doing employee screening, background screening, and so on. And they even write on their website somewhere, we help predict the likelihood that a consumer will become delinquent in the next 18 months. And they're not only selling, of course, they're not selling only the data to companies, but also to governmental agencies. Look, the nice black hawk. Privacy is important for companies like LexisNexis or Axiom. Privacy is so incredibly important for the CEO of Axiom, for example, that he mentioned in an interview in March 2012. We've been the first company having a chief privacy officer, and there's not a piece of privacy legislation written that Axiom hasn't had a voice in. Privacy is so incredibly important for a company like Axiom that if you look at their frequently asked questions, when the question is, why can't I view the marketing data you have about me? The answer, unfortunately, it isn't as simple as you'd think. Our first priorities are always privacy and security, and providing this information is challenging without the right systems in place. Poor Axiom. Axiom is a kind of old school data brokerage company. They started, I think, 40 years ago, and they started by sending personalized letters and so on, and they're not so connected to the digital world up to now, but they are trying hard. As you can see, for example, in a slide I found, Axiom presentation slide I found on the internet, here they're asking, what if we could use social data like Google does it? Or, for example, they ask on another slide, most social content remains anonymous, so identifying users is a challenging problem. It's really a very interesting presentation. Surveillance was a hard and painful job some 30 years ago. But times are changing. I've been using the internet since the 1990s, and so at the same time I know that digital communication technologies open up really great possibilities, connecting people, sharing knowledge, and much more. But I think we have to be careful. A future society where digital monitoring is omnipresent could have massive impact on people's lives, options, and behaviors. I think we have to be careful that information age doesn't end up in a kind of technological monitoring grid. I'm not sure where this will lead us. I think nobody is. I'm also not exactly sure what to do, how to handle that situation. But what I'm sure about is people should know better how it works. And don't make the mistake thinking there's so much information out there, nobody could ever make use of it. There are machines, they can. So what we need is widespread knowledge about questions like what kind of personal data does exist, who is collecting this data, and what is this data used for. And most importantly, if we try to achieve awareness on these issues like that, it won't work. So people tend to learn more when they're having fun. And that's exactly what we try with Data Dealer. We did the release of the demo version in German-speaking countries in April 2012. Was a quite big success. I'm very happy. Now we are working on the full-featured international version. Release is planned in for 2013, and until then, this is our website, this is our Facebook address. See you soon. Thanks.